Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. So as you guys can tell, the background is definitely different, which means I am not home. I actually came to visit some parents. And while I was here, I was actually in my room and I opened my closet and I actually found a lot of childhood things that I used to collect. Also, if you hear a lot of little bells in the background, that's because my little dogs are running around, so who knows, maybe one of them might come up and surprise us and say hi. But anyways, yeah, so I was snooping around my closet, came across what I used to collect when I was younger, and I thought I wanted to show you guys a little bit of me and what I really am passionate about. And I actually love this so much and I wanted to share it with you guys because I do have a lot of them. So I hope you guys do enjoy this because this is probably going to be one of my favorite videos that I'm filming just because I just love it. So yeah, so I actually collect model airplanes and I have about 15 of them, and I wanted to show you guys what they look like and how big they are and pretty much just take in the gorgeousness. I know it's a little dramatic, but I truly do love these and I've actually been collecting for years. I stopped my collection because one, it got really expensive because each airplane, depending on which aircraft I got, was probably about $50 to $60. And another thing is that because I moved, I don't really have enough room in my apartment for them, sadly. So now they're just here chilling at my parents' house. But yeah, I thought might as well make a video and show you guys. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is my first ever one. I'm not quite sure where I got it, but I've had this for a very, very long time. This is actually a 747, and I'm trying to get the camera to not focus on me, so I want to show you guys. There it is. But yeah, it's obviously been through a lot. I've probably had this since I was like 8 or 9, I want to say. And you can tell it's been through some stuff because the front landing gear is gone. So that is that. And there's also a lot of wear on here because, I don't know, it probably just got banged around a lot. So yeah, this is my first ever aircraft that I collected. Okay, so the second aircraft that is in my collection, and this was actually the second plane that I did collect in a sense, is this 747 United Airlines. I don't want the camera to focus on me, guys, sorry. So I'm gonna try my best to show you guys. But yeah, this is a 747, and yeah, the battery used to work when I would turn this little button on top, because there's a little button right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but when I would turn that on, that's would trigger these two little lights to turn on in the front. But the battery actually died because this is very old and it's just very cheap plastic. This was a very cheap model and it's very flimsy. I've had this model for a really long time. I actually got this in San Francisco. So yeah, this is a 747 and the typical route for this aircraft in particular is Sydney to Los Angeles. And I don't know if you guys can see, I'm gonna try my hardest to get the numbers on the airplane actually read N196UA. So basically all these little airplanes and actual airplanes come with somewhat like license plate, which is like their identification number. So you can actually look these numbers up and it will show you all of the routes that this or other airplanes have been on, and it's something that is really cool if you think about it because airplanes just travel. They just never stop. They're always on the go. So the rest of the airplanes that I'm going to show you are just going to be in random order. I'm just taking them off the shelf one by one. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so this is a Air New Zealand. Okay guys, sorry about that. So I think I'm just going to show you all of the airplanes like this now because my little camera is having trouble focusing on them for some reason. It just wants to focus on my face. But anyways, as we are looking at right here, this is a Air New Zealand 787, and I started collecting more of these model types from a brand called Skymark models, and I actually really like them because they are very sturdy. They are actually metal And the only plastic thing about them are the wings, the engines, and then of course the back areas. So this is actually way more detailed than the others, because if we come up closer, the fan blades actually spin. Okay, so as you see here, my little camera focused. So these engines actually do spin, even though they are plastic. It's a really cool extra little add-on thing that they did to make it more realistic. And if you do blow on it, then you obviously are able to see the engine spin. So that's really cool. And of course, one thing that I really do enjoy about Skymarks models is that you can just easily take these guys off of their stand and you just pop it up like this. And then you can actually really take a look at the detail of the airplane. This is actually painted on, so there's no stickers on it, nothing on here. And if you do purchase any type of model off of their website, it actually comes apart. It doesn't come like this, like you see here. You can easily take these little things off and you just snap them back together, and then it's like that. So it's really easy and really simple. Take these guys together and just put them apart. So we're just gonna put them together really quick. And we'll snap this guy on right here. And then put this other engine on. And then there. So it's pretty easy. It's not that hard. And for this aircraft and this airline, this usually flies from Auckland to Tokyo. And another cool thing too is when you buy Skymark model airplanes, they actually have the aircraft type, and then of course the airline, and then the scale of the airplane model. Usually the lower the airplane model, the bigger the aircraft is going to be. So just to size compare, I do have a regular bottled water, and if we take this guy off the stand again, the water bottle is pretty much almost a little bit bigger. So yeah, this guy is actually a really good decent size. Okay, so this second model is actually an Airbus A380, and I actually got this guy in Paris in 2013. I went to Paris with family and saw this and was completely in love with it. This is actually pretty much all glued on together. You can't really take the engines off or the wings off. It's a pretty basic model. It is a metal body, so it is pretty sturdy, and it is also painted on. This A380, usually one of the routes it will take is, for example, Paris to New York. So you definitely get on one of these guys if you are flying across the ocean. And to size compare, it's actually a little bit smaller than my other models. So the water bottle just basically goes up to this tip of the wing area. And then this next guy I'm oh so familiar with, because I am on at least 4 of these planes once a month. If not, I am on them twice a month. But this is a Southwest 737, and this one is actually a little bit of a cheaper model. It doesn't have the actual little spinning jet engine. It's just basically a blank gray. But this airline's number is N416WN. WN is Southwest's call number, and a route that this guy would take is Philly to Dallas. So you would definitely go on Southwest for like shorter flights. And then to do a size comparison, because this is a smaller aircraft, it is going to be a little bit closer to the size of a regular water bottle. Okay guys, so this is obviously a larger aircraft model. This is a A340, and basically it's just one single row with 2 engines on each side, totaling out 2 forward engines, and this one does have the little rotating engines on the inside, and it also comes with its own little landing gear right here. So this is Thai Airways. The little number on the side of the aircraft, you can't really see it that good because it is hidden inside close to the rear area in like really little print, but that is HS-TNC. So this guy usually flies from Zurich, Switzerland to Bangkok. And that flight time is a total of 10 hours and 54 minutes. And then when we compare it to the water bottle, it actually is nowhere near, because the water bottle reaches all the way, not even close to the middle of the aircraft. So as you see, it's a very long airplane. So the next guy that we have is the 777-200ER Alitalia Airways, and basically the ER means that it is a extended range aircraft, so it can go longer distance. And as you guys see here, this guy has his own little landing gear, and then he also has the rotating engines, and the number for him is EI-DBK, and this will usually fly from Santiago, Chile to Rome, Italy, and that flight time is about 4 hours and 7 minutes. And we're gonna do the water bottle test to see how big this is actually. And as you see here, it almost, so this is actually a very good sized model. The next model, one of my favorite aircrafts, is the Delta Airlines 747-400, and this is the beautiful queen of the skies, as she is also known. I've had this model for a long time. This was actually one of the first models of this brand that I had purchased for myself. So this is a 747-400, and as you guys see here, she has her own little landing gear, both sides, and then she also has the rotating engines, which is kind of blended in dark because it's just really bad lighting. But yeah, so this woman will fly from Detroit, Michigan to Marana, Arizona, and that is actually a very short flight, coming to 3 hours and 38 minutes. And her number tag is N665US. Yeah, that's the 747 Delta Airlines. This next aircraft model, my dream to fly on one of these, the largest aircraft for commercial airlines, the A380-800, and this is Emirates Airlines, and this is ginormous, you guys. This is one of the biggest aircraft for commercial airliners, really large. We're gonna do the water bottle test right now so I can show you guys how big this is, and it goes nowhere near the end of the aircraft. We can even turn it to the side so you guys can see it for a better comparison, and not even a good portion to the middle. So this big guy's number tag is A6EEA, and he flies from Zurich, Switzerland to Dubai, which is 6 hours and 5 minutes. The next model I have is the United Airlines 777-200. So 777-200 ER. You guys don't remember what that means. ER is basically extended range, and this one doesn't have any landing gear. He's just playing to make it look like he's flying. So, but he does have the spinning engines, which is really cool. His number tag is N79011, and he flies from Sao Paulo, Brazil to Newark, New Jersey, which is about 9 hours and 28 minutes. And we will do the water bottle test to see how big this guy compares to, and as you see here, pretty decent size. So I really do enjoy these Skymarks models. The next model I have for you guys is the South African Airbus A340-600. So it is the same aircraft type as the Thai Airways that I showed you earlier, and this guy has his own landing gear right there, and he also has the spinning engines, which is really awesome. And we're going to do the water bottle test. His number tag is HS-TNC, and this will fly from Zurich to Bangkok, which is about 10 hours and 54 minutes. And as you guys see here, the water bottle is nowhere near the middle, which means this is a very long aircraft, which is especially made for longer distances. Now, coming to my all-time favorite aircraft model. This is a aircraft model that I truly do love. I've done a lot of research on this model in particular, and this is an Air Canada 777-300ER. So this guy is long. I really love this aircraft because when the engines start up, it sounds really good. It has GE90 Rolls-Royce engines, and if you guys don't know what those are, look it up on YouTube and listen to it because that is basically heaven to my ears. I unfortunately could not find a number tag for this guy. It just has the aircraft company and the aircraft type on here, but as you guys see here, it comes with its own little landing gear, and then it also has the spinning engines, and we will do the water bottle test for this one. Put it a little bit closer so everybody's in. And as you guys see here, is nowhere near close to the end. So it is definitely an extended range aircraft. Okay guys, so the next one, this is a much more smaller aircraft, so we're a little bit zoomed in. This is a US Airways A321. Now unfortunately, US Airways is not operating anymore, so American Airlines has taken over, but this is one of their most popular aircrafts, and his number tag is N196UW. You can see that in the back here. Sorry for the glare. Let's see if my little camera wants to focus. I don't think it does, but it's right there if you guys can see it. And this airplane will fly from Boston to Philadelphia, which is about 1 hour and 25 minutes. So we're going to do the water bottle test, and it's actually very small, so I wouldn't be surprised. The water bottle is almost bigger than the airplane. And then we're going to do this. So the water bottle is just a little bit short, not that much shorter, but as you see here, it is a good size model, even though it is a smaller aircraft type. And then this one obviously doesn't have any landing gear, so it's just meant to look like it's flying, but it does have the rotating engines. So the next model, which is actually my favorite paint scheme, is the Alaska Airlines 737-900ER. So this is a extended ranged aircraft, and it is larger than the Southwest aircraft I showed you guys earlier. And this one does have the spinning engines on it, which is really cool. It really finishes off the aircraft because it does have that black paint. This is one of my favorite Alaskan paints. This is just the regular one, and I really do love this color the most. It's probably one of my favorite 737 paints because I just feel like the colors go on so well. So this guy's number is N4028S, and I'm trying to, there we go, it actually wants to focus. Okay, so as you guys see there, that is the number. So this guy will usually fly from Honolulu to Oakland, California. And that is basically a 5 hour and 17-minute flight. So yeah, this is the 737-900ER. We can do the water bottle test to see how much bigger this is. And as you see there, it just barely passes over the wing. One of my favorite paints for a 737. So again, we have one of my favorite aircraft models, the 777-300ER with the GE90 Rolls-Royce engines. This guy has the spinning engines and also has its own little landing gear, which is really awesome. I really do like this aircraft with this paint scheme because I feel like it just goes together so well. The livery, I'm sorry, is what it's usually called. This guy's number is N718AN, and we're gonna try to focus that so you guys can see. Come a little closer. There it is right there, and it shows the little American flag along with it. And this aircraft will usually fly from LAX to HND Japan, which is normally 11 hours and 24 minutes. So this is definitely extended range used because it does fly pretty dang far. So we're gonna do the water bottle challenge. Let's try to put this all in the frame here. Over, and then we're going to use the water bottle. And as you see here, it barely passes over the wings. So this is definitely a larger aircraft model. Moving on to the next model, we have the Air China 747-400. And as you guys can see here, there is the little flag. And then this also comes with its own landing gear and then its spinning engines. And it's obviously clearly visible because it is a bit larger on here. But this guy's number tag is B-2443, and this aircraft usually flies from Beijing, China to Sanya, China, which is about 4 hours and 6 minutes total flight time. And we will do the water bottle test again, even though we've already tried this on this model. Just show you guys, my pinky's right there, and yeah. So most of these aircraft models that Skymarks makes, I am starting to understand that they basically are the size of a water bottle, but larger. So that's one thing that I really do enjoy about having larger aircraft scales, because I just like seeing the detail that these aircraft do have. And they are not stickers, which is really awesome. It's all painted, so you won't see anything chipping as if it was a sticker or whatever. And all of these models do come detached, and they're really easy to take apart, and then they are also really easy to put together, which is one thing I really do enjoy, because it's very fun getting the aircraft completely just with the fuselage, and it's fun putting together the wings and then the landing gear. Okay, so another model we have, very pretty. This is the Hawaiian Airlines A380-200, and this aircraft's number stamp is N380HA, and this flies from Honolulu to San Diego. And as you see here, it's a basic model. Unfortunately, there aren't any rotating engines. It's just the plain gray. I know it looks really different. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's just a plain gray. Nothing really special. There's no landing gear, but I do really like this aircraft because of the colors, and the livery is very pretty. So we're gonna do the water bottle test. It matches up, and as you see here, it goes a little bit over the wing, closer towards the flag at the end of the bottle. My favorite aircraft model, again, the 777-300ER in the TAM Airlines. We see here that this one actually does have the spinning engines, and then it also has its own landing gear, and this number stamp is PT-MSL, and this flies from Miami, Florida to Moran, Arizona, which is a flight time of 3 hours and 57 minutes. Now we're going to do the water bottle test again to see how it all measures up. That way you guys can see a little bit over towards the wing area. And then another Queen of the Skies in the KLM Airline Royal Dutch. This very beautiful blue, I really do love and enjoy. And this number stamp is PHBFT. I don't know if you guys can see it that much. It's the white right there. And this one does have the rotating engines as well as its own little landing gear. And this flies from Amsterdam to Toronto, Canada, which is 7 hours and 55 minutes. And then we're going to do the water bottle test to see how it measures up. As you see there, goes a little bit over the wing as the other models did. big guy right here, the Lufthansa A380-800. This is very simple. I really like this livery. This guy flies from Dallas, Fort Worth to Frankfurt, Germany, which is 9 hours and 10 minutes. And the number stamp on this is D-AIMA. Very gorgeous. I really do like how it has gray engines. It really goes good with the gray underbelly, as you guys can see. It has its own landing gear, and it does have the rotating engines as well. And if we do the water bottle test, you see how this matches up. It goes a little bit over the wing. Okay guys, coming down to the last two models that I have left is another big guy right here, the A380-800 in the China Southern. I really do like this one the most because blue is one of my favorite colors, and I love all of the shades of blue. And this guy is just obviously have the lighter shade and then the darker and then lighter with the little white in the middle. And the number stamp for this guy is B-6136, and this flies from LAX to China, which is 14 hours and 25 minutes. And as you see here, it obviously has its own landing gear, and then it does have its own spinning engines. And then just like normal, do our water bottle test. Definitely larger than the water bottle. And last but certainly not least, we have another big guy in the Qantas livery. And well, Qantas Airlines, not livery, my bad. But yeah, this is the A380 by Qantas, and as always it has the spinning engines with its own landing gear on the bottom. This guy will fly from LAX to Sydney, Australia, which is 15 hours and 2 minutes. And of course, wrapping it up water bottle to see where it lands up. And as you see there, definitely larger than the water bottle. Definitely worth the money in my opinion if you are a collector of model airplanes. And yeah. But yeah, that is going to wrap up my collection. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video because to me it was really fun. It kind of got me in the mood to wanting to start collecting again. So hopefully I will have more space in the future so I can grow my collection further. Like I said, they are typically about $33 to $65 to $70. I know the larger aircraft cost more, while the cheaper aircraft tend to cost less. And when you would pay more for an aircraft, you tend to get the spinning engines and the landing gear, which are included, and you can easily take them off, but having them on is a very cool thing to see. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy my collection, give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below anything that you guys collect. What do you guys hold near and dear to your heart that you find special and unique that makes you? And subscribe if you guys are new to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.